Bears are alive for a playoff spot, but only by an outstretched paw. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz. Glad to be with you on the Subway postgame show. Chicago needed to win in order to have any chance heading into Week 17 to make the playoffs. They didn't look like a playoff team, but thanks to Alex Brown's outstretched hand, the Bears still can be a playoff team. Brown blocked Mason Crosby's 38-yard field goal attempt with 18 seconds remaining in regulation, and then Chicago got the ball first in overtime, and Robbie Gould kicked the 38-yard field goal for the win. Second straight game the Bears have won in overtime on a kick, becoming the 8th team in NFL history to do that. Packers, by the way, have lost 5 in a row, first time since 1990. That's 2 years before Brett Favre got there. But how they got there, well, that's pretty much a mystery because they outplayed the Bears the entire game. They held Chicago to just 50 total yards in the first half. Outgained 325 to 210 overall did the Packers, but Matt Forte, like he has all season long, carried the team down the stretch. 101 total yards and a score, the game tying one with 3 minutes remaining in the coldest ever home game in Bears history. They started recording those numbers back in 1963. But Chicago fans will tell you it was all worth it if they can sneak into the postseason. Here is the NFC playoff picture, and here's what Chicago needs to have happen. Bears can get in one of two ways. They have to win at Houston in either scenario on Sunday. But if Minnesota loses at home to the Giants, then the Bears would have the NFC North. Or the Bears could get the 6th seed if they win and both the Cowboys and Buccaneers lose on Sunday. Meanwhile, there are a host of other opportunities and scenarios to get into the playoffs. 4 teams are locks in the NFC, 3 in the AFC, but only 4 total are locked in certain seeds. So to find out how your team can make it, where it may be, and who it may be against, check out the link to the NFL playoff scenarios here on CBSSports.com. As for the Packers, no playoffs. They're 5-10, but still with a chance to aid in history. They get the Lions on Sunday at home, where Detroit hasn't won in 17 years, and a loss, and Detroit would be 0-16, just the second team ever to finish the season winless. Of course, the only one to ever go 0-16 because the Buccaneers, when they went winless, well, they only played 14 games. So that'll do it for the Subway postgame show, but for more, be sure to keep it right here all week long on CBSSports.com. I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.